Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning, Penny.
Can you tell by my voice I'm very angry today? I am.
You sound like you always sound, Penny.
Well, I have to think about that, Jack. Well, we have been having kind of a rough week. And it's related to Penny's sister, to Julie, who you may have heard, left for Guatemala today. Good, that's fine with me. And it relates to something you might know about. It has, they call it sibling rivalry. I'm telling Penny it's jealousy. And it's not jealousy. These are issues. So she keeps going over and over again. I'm going to tell you what's wrong. Do you want to hear? Yeah. All right, here it is. I have the floor. Please pay attention and do not write and give me undivided listening. Okay? Here's what I have to say. My sister, do you remember when she gave a talk? I was supposed to interview her. And I was going to ask questions. And she had the nerve to say, thanks, but I think I can do it better on my own. Who does she think does a time for the children? So she did it all by herself. Penny, to her credit, she said she would. Yeah, she said she would. How does that make me feel? And then, what does she talk about? A 4-letter word that belongs in the bathroom only. She should have had time out. I would never say the P word in church. Never. And that's what she was talking all about. And not only that, she showed pictures. I was disgusted. I didn't look. I stayed in my condo, thankfully, but I apologize to you children for her behavior. And now, she is going to Guatemala. Excuse me, can I have that pencil? Okay. Yeah. She is going to Guatemala, and she doesn't have any teachers, no homework. She's a graduate of college, so she doesn't have to go to school, and I do. And my mom says I'm jealous. I do say you're jealous, Penny. And, I think I've said as much as I can say to you. I'm going to ask if there's someone else here in the congregation who could maybe help clarify things for you, because a lot of people have jealous issues with their brothers or sisters. So let's see, who should I pick? How about Reverend Andrea? Oh, yes. Andrea, would you please come forward? Where do I go? Right beside me and Penny. Did you hear what I had to say? Were you listening to me?
Oh, Penny, I heard every single word.
Okay, you don't think I'm jealous, do you?
Oh, Penny, I think you suffer from something that's far more deadly than jealousy.
I suffer because of my sister.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Well, you know what? I want to say that you look a little different this morning, and that's why I want to say something. You know, your eyes look a little greener than usual.
Greener?
Yeah. And, I picked up this. Why, I do believe you're losing some of your feathers.
I'm losing my feathers?
Yes. And you look a little green around your mouth.
Where's a mirror?
Can you see it there?
Kind of.
Okay. Well, listen, I hope you're listening very closely. I think it's not jealousy.
Good. We're a team.
Yeah, we are, you silly little penguin.
I didn't like that.
I know. I know, because you see, my friends I call silly.
Oh.
It's an endearment.
Well,
Anyway.
don't do it again.
All right, I'll think of that. You know what I think you're suffering from, Penny?
What?
From a big word called ingratitude.
What's that?
Ingratitude is when you're not grateful for the things you have instead of the things you don't have.
How do you know?
Well, I'll tell you why, because sometimes I'm ungrateful. Sometimes I get a little green. Sometimes I get upset. And sometimes I get jealous. And then I hear this little voice, and I think it's the voice of God that says, I believe, Andrea, that you're ungrateful.
Oh.
And then God says, look around and see all the things you can be thankful for. You know, Penny, one of the things that I'm just sure of, the first person that your sister will write a postcard to or will make a call to will be you.
I wouldn't count on it.
Well, but you see, your sister loves you very much. And you see, Penny, I know she said the word poop. Now, I know you I know that. But you know, I want you to hear this one thing I have to say. You see, your sister has a special gift. Just like you, Penny, you've got many special gifts. And when we forget, you tell us on Sundays. But your sister has a special gift of compassion. And she cares about those sick children and their families. So what she wants to do is, out of gratitude, she's going to help them. So that's what it means to be grateful. And because you have a sister that cares and you get to learn about those things, on a Sunday morning, you're going to get to tell us all about some of the things that your sister is learning and what she's doing over there and how she's helping to heal some people. And that's something to be grateful for, Penny.
Yeah, I could do it without mentioning your name, right?
Well, you could. You could. But you know, when you have a grateful heart, you're happy that other people have gifts too. And then you want to express those. And so this morning, you can express gratitude by just knowing that God loves you right where you are. Even though you're a little disappointed that you didn't get to go to Guatemala and do all the things that she's doing. You get to be grateful that you've got friends.
Yeah, I've got friends.
Yes, and a mom and dad who love you.
Yeah.
And nice new clothes from Mrs. Harper.
Yeah.
And affirmation from Mr. Lord.
Yeah.
He's back there. So you see, Penny, you've got a lot of things to be grateful for. And if you show a little gratitude, you're going to be a lot happier than you are right now.
Thanks, Reverend Andrea. This was, you're good.
Well, you know what? We're pals, Penny. We're pals.
But don't ever call me silly again.
Oh,
Okay?
You can call me silly.
I won't.
All right. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you. You can go to your class.